Yo, what up, man? What is going on? What is the deal? What is it? What is the temperature looking like? What's the? I'm here to check the temp. What is up? What is up? Let's see what the deal is. What up, man? If you tapping in, say what up. Say what up to your boy. We out here. I'm out here trying to check the temperature for these cave stones dropping tomorrow. See what the deal is. What's the temperature looking like? Is tomorrow a cop? Is it a pass? Are you undecided? What are we looking like? Sneakerhead game in the build. Yo, man. My guy hit on them Supreme SBs. Yo, salute. Major salute to Sneakerhead game. Because my guy don't miss. Make sure you go check out his channel. Go peep my man's content. He don't miss. He be killing it on the Supreme Thursdays. That's what's up. Yo, fam, I'm telling you right now, man. Them joints sold out like that. I'm talking about by the time I got past the whole like are you human selection, I was like, I'm human. I'm human. Yeah, too late. Too late. But shout out to my guy, man. He's don't miss. Go check out his content. He be hitting on them. He be hitting on everything. He be hitting on everything. What's the temperature looking like? What's the temperature check for these cave stones? Is it a cop? Is it a pass? Are you undecided? You don't know? Shoulder shrug. I want to check the temperature on those. Yeah, it got bodied up for sure. Quick too. Quick too. It was expected, but you know how it goes. We still gonna try. You know what I mean? We still gonna try. There's no doubt about it. And what am I doing? I'm over here slacking. See, look. Number one, I've been working all day. That's number one. That's why I'm getting on here kind of late. That's why I'm on here late because I'm working all day. But I'm like, check out our One Pair at a Time podcast Saturday morning, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 a.m. where I'm at. We're gonna be right here on YouTube. We're gonna go live Saturday morning. Perp Hayes, see, Perp Hayes is one of the fellas. Perp Hayes in the build. But check us out Saturday morning, tomorrow morning. We will be on here. We'll be here talking about these cave stones. So I just want to check the temperature. I want to check the temperature. See what the deal is. Mandy Pandy. Hey, Mr. Hey. That's my wife right there, by the way. Just in case. Hey. I remember one time somebody, somebody was wilding up on this joint. I don't know. We were all on the panel, and they were like, the guy on the bottom left just got me pregnant. I was like, you wilding, you wilding, you wilding. We said, let me get some free kicks, free 99 with some free kicks for free. I Sneaking Head Game said I'm a pass, but definitely a nice shoe for the toe on them floors. Yeah, man. So all right, check it out. I was on that same time. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was on that same time. This whole time I was like, pass, 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 pass. Then I was like, you know what? We'll throw some content up on the channel. And I will throw them directly on foot. I actually think it's a nice looking kick for the fall. So finally, we're actually getting like a good fall kick. Because what Nike brand, Jordan brand has done with us in the past, especially with like the fear packs or any type of like Halloween shoe, they always give it to us like late for some weird reason. You know what I mean? You you get you get something that would be dope for Halloween, and we tend to get it a little late. So The only thing free in this life is advice. Yo, perp ain't never lie. And people be charging you for advice too. That's the crazy part. They be charging, they charge you for everything. I remember when my kids were young, I used to tell them that I was like, man, ain't nothing free, man. Ain't nothing free. Like, you would even naturally think, no, that's not true. Air is free. Water is free. And it's like, yeah, all right, well, I pay a water bill in my house. I don't know about y'all. Air. I pay for heating and air conditioning, by the way. So I'm just saying, even the air ain't free. Not in this house, it ain't. You step outside, different story. Inside this house, it ain't free. I'm telling you right now, I ain't got a water bill. So, yo, Truth in the build, man. What's good, Truth? What's good, fam? I'm definitely passing on these. Got the top haze, Forest, yeah, and the Alma joints. Yeah, for sure, man. And then I just saw like Alma's will be dropping pretty much like a twin, you know, to these cave stones. And I said the same thing in the past. I was like, I'm passing on. And then I changed my mind. I got the EA on JD. I probably burnt 1,000 points for like no reason because I personally think these things are gonna sit. And I don't think it's gonna sit necessarily because it's a bad shoe. I think it's gonna sit for multiple reasons. One of them being it ain't the shoe that I think we need, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Uncle Chrissy put a post out saying it was like 93,000 pairs, floating around on sneakers app. But my brother Joel hit me up and said it's first come first serve at somewhere. I can look at a text or whatever. But I don't think these things are gonna do any numbers. What is it they say? If you're good at something, never do it for. Hey, hard facts. That is hard facts. Yeah, I honestly think it's gonna be easy cop. Yo, my last live, oh man, I should have saved his number. Matter of fact, I told him, you know what? I told him to hit me up on IG. I'm such an old head. I got my IG like locked and whatnot. Like I gotta like approve it. But I told this cat, yo, let me share this with y'all. I don't remember his name, right? His little name or whatever. I don't remember his name. But the last time I was on here live, I was cleaning up some kicks for this little back to school deal that's going on tomorrow. And through like a barbershop. I put all that stuff on like the community post. But this cat was in the comment section. Now, and I wish he was here, but he was telling me that he works for a shoe manufacturer. He didn't say which one. And he told me, well, obviously this is all over the chat, so everybody saw it. But he said that these cave stones was created for Travis Scott. So these cave stones were supposed to have been a collab, and for some whatever reason, the deal didn't work out, but the shoe remained. So technically, these cave stones were supposed to be a collaboration with Travis Scott. I don't know. That's what he pitched. That's what he pitched. Use the $20 coupon on them in store. And yeah, for sure. And I sure enough will, fam. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I do have that coupon available with JD Sports, so there's no doubt about it. I will use that and cop for slightly below retail. So that's a win. You winning already. You winning already. Shout out to everybody who's in the build. Shout out to everybody who tapped that like button. I appreciate that. I even put that in the description. And if you're feeling yourself, tap that like button. Subscribe. Show some love. There's always love on this end. Always love on this end. I'm kind of out of the loop. Like I said, I've been working all day. When I tell you I've been working all day, I've been working all day. Like literally, I've been working. I've been working a little bit over 12 hours. So I'm kind of out of the loop. I haven't caught up on any sneaker news, anything going on. So if there's anything today that went down, let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what's going on because I haven't caught up on anything yet. Before I go to bed, I would do that. So by tomorrow, when we get to chatting about things, at least I can be in on the loop. But I really wanted to tap in real quick and just be like, yo, I want to check the temperature. I mean, so far, nobody said they're copping these so far. Not yet. Not yet. I don't think people mess with these cave stones. Once again, it's not a Beckett. Now, I will tell you this: over the past couple of days, I've seen some bigger shoe tubers hyping this kick up, and I mean hyping it up. And I'm definitely not picking it up because of the hype. I promise you that one. But they've been, oh, this is the best Jordan 4 to release this year. Cap. Um, now I've even seen best GR. So let me ask you this: what would be you guys? I got you, perp. My bad, fam. You know what? I didn't even think about doing that. How am I not gonna shoot? I stand by. Hold on a second. I don't even like the way I'm handling business right now. I ain't got no music playing in the background. I didn't shoot perp the link. What am I doing? All right, hold on a second, man. I'm over here. I'm in. See, I told you I've been working all day. I'm gonna need a pass. I'm working all day. I'm over here slacking. Number one, let me throw some music on real quick. The StreamYard music, because I ain't got nothing else on here. BT in the build. What up, BT? What up? What's the dilly? What's the dilly? Yo, BT, where you at with these cave stones? Anything you interested in? You picking them up? Pop, drop, undecided? Where you at? See what the deal is. Matter of fact, that was the last live I was on. I was wilding out. I want to say, like, I couldn't sleep. So I got up on here like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like just to kind of hang out and chill. And mad people were tapped in. I mean, like, man, I was like, yo, go to bed. I was telling everybody to go to sleep. I was like, what are y'all doing up? Some people were getting ready for work. Some people were already working. Some people were just couldn't sleep like me, but man, mad people were tapped in. BT's passing on it. Man, I haven't seen a copy yet. I ain't mad at you. Like, straight up. I ain't mad at you. And I've been seeing these kids get hyped up. So what's the best Air Jordan 4 GR that has been released this year? That's my question. GR, what's the best Jordan 4 GR that we have so far, should I say? I want to see what the feedback is on that. I want to see what the fear. So Fear 4s, but that was Fears was last year, right? Wasn't Fear 4s last year? All right, so boom. So we got one. Said picked up the Cave Stone 4s early. Yo, so what's your feedback on them? What's like your first impression when you got these in hand? And where would you rate these? Where would you rate these kicks? Like I said, I kind of been seeing like the biggest shoe tubers kind of hyping these joints up, right? Hyping them up, saying that this is the best Jordan 4 in 2025. Herb Hayes in the build.
You.
What up, bro?
I was like, man, let me get up in here, man. Get some of this cave stone action.
Get some of that cave action. So, AJ Kicks. Look, another one. Said it's a pass. It's a pass. My good man. I got the undefeated 4s, and I'm good on those earth tones for now. Yo, I'm not mad at you, AJ. I'm not mad at you. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, Perp, true story. When my undefeateds came in the mail, man, I was a little giddy and whatnot. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't know. I was over here all kiki and kaka and all. I was happy. Like, straight up, like I was happy. It was a whole lot of kiki and what was I doing?
Like a little Japanese schoolgirl.
Right. Like, no, let me stop. That wasn't even appropriate. My bad, y'all. We probably got some Japs tapping in. What's good with you, Perp?
Man, down here burning up, man.
Oh, is it hot? What's the deal?
Yeah, man, it's like 95 with the humidity.
Oh, bro. Today out here in Colorado, it was 60 degrees, and up in Colorado Springs where I was working, it was 50. It was actually like, I mean, I
God,
even threw in a little hoodie because it's a little chilly in the basement right now.
I'd kill to have some of that right now. This down south heat is like brutal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof. Wow.
But it's all good. Thank God it's only temporary. Jeez.
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure. He said, surprised how nice they were in hand. So Perp, I don't, like I said, man, I wish I knew who this person was, man. Somebody had tapped into the comment section and said that they worked for a shoe manufacturer, and they were saying that these cave stones were Travis Scott's shoe. That apparently the deal didn't go through. So they still released the shoe, but this is a Travis Scott shoe.
I don't know about that. I think that's very questionable. I mean, I've had some conversations with some of my Jordan brand people, and none of them have ever said anything like that. So,
I know you're connected. So, yeah, like I said, it was just somebody in the comment section. You know what I mean? I don't remember the name. It's not like I screenshot it, but I was like, yo, hit me up on IG and whatnot. Because
yeah.
I would just love to be able to get more information from you. But,
You made a couple of really good points. One of them was, what's up, BT? BT in the building. Rob T in the building. Oh, man. Okay.
Rob T, what up?
Thank y'all for tapping in, man, on an impromptu night for Mr. Think. But a couple things you said here, and I definitely apologize for the sound quality. I'm on my phone. I don't have my laptop down here. So
good.
That the cave stones are absolutely amazing in hand, right? Like the photos and the videos and things like that don't do them justice. They're so much better in hand. Now, I have not had them in hand yet. It's not from lack of trying. I just have not had the time to just really just have them in hand and take them through a whole gambit of the ins and outs of the quality, the stitching, things like that. But when I get back next week, I will absolutely make that a goal of mine, because I want to see why so many people say, oh man, you got to have it in hand. Once you have it in hand, it's so much different. I want to see how much of that is actually true. The other part of that you mentioned was the AMA 4s that are dropping at the end of the year. And I've said this on one of our lives. I've said, I'm passing on the cave stones, because why would I get the cave stones and then turn around and get the AMA 4, which I know is going to be much more superior quality, right, at the end of the day. So I'm having pretty much a lesser version of a shoe versus a premium version of a shoe.
Which is crazy you mentioned that, Perp, because if you're hearing that these cave stones are nicer in hand, then just imagine how much better the AMA version is going to be if the cave stones are already nice.
Exactly. And so it's just like, I feel like if I were to get the cave stones and then flip and get the AMA 4s, I'd be double dipping unnecessarily. When there's so much more heat out there, I could take that. What's the price point on them? 210 or 220?
Let me check.
I could take that price point and flip it into something that I really want, like the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows that are dropping this month. Or
where you at with those, Perp? Where you at with those, Perp?
Oh, you already know they coming home, baby. They're on deck.
I love it. 220. AJ Kicks got it. It is. It's 220.
Okay, 220. So, take that, right? I mean, let's just say, right, we're speaking hypotheticals right now. Let's just say you want those Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. Hypotheticals are they're going to start, they're going to kind of balance out around 550, right? So now you've got half of that right there in your pocket, as opposed to coming out of your pocket a whole five. Not everybody has the, awake pink 5s, that's trade bait to flip. Ho, ho, ho! Like some people. Like some small amounts of people here. Yes, you, Mr. Think.
Ooh.
And once again on that incredible dub, man. That's crazy.
Salute.
That's
Salute.
crazy work, sir.
Nah, salute, brother. I guess that's the makeup for me being the last of the Mohegans with these undefeateds. So I guess
Hey,
that
but
was
look,
the
a
makeup.
win's a win. You still got him. You still
Look,
brought him home.
look, I'll take it. But
At
that
a
was
really
that was
good
a little
price
makeup
point
kiss
to it.
because I was the only. I honestly felt I was the last one on the planet that didn't hit on these
No,
these
trust me.
undefeateds.
A lot of people didn't get them, man.
Yeah,
It's just
I know it.
so I think we get so caught up in the hype, right? In the political machine around it, right? With, oh man, look at all these equal, dubs, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
That we are remiss to not think about those people that caught L's, right? I mean, there are like 30-40% of those W's that went out that were in fact L's for a lot of fucking people.
you're right.
Excuse my language.
You're absolutely right.
So that's something that we can't be remiss on. We really got to think about. There are a lot of people out there, and there are a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people, but there's a small amount of people out there that did get dubs on equal, and they still haven't gotten their shipping, or they got their orders canceled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about those as much.
What was the deal about those cancellations?
Man, honestly, I'm hearing a number of things, but what I honestly feel like there was not enough product in those particular sizes is what I'm really hearing from reliable sources. And so they just said, hey, we overcalculated product versus demand, right? And I mean, I don't know how you would overcalculate product versus demand when this was arguably one of the most sought after sneakers of the year. Not my sneaker of the year, not a lot of people's sneaker of the year, but one of the most sought after sneakers of the year. I want to make that delineation between the two. Right. So, I think that's bad on Nike and Undefeated for that, right? Because I feel like if you hit on equal, whether there's no pairs or not, you should still find a way to make that right, with a lot of
I agree with
people.
that.
So
Yeah, I agree with that. Yo said my K-Stones had better QC than my Undefeated 4s. Sad to say. And I do believe that. There seems to have been like and I don't know the official numbers, of course, but there seems to have been a plethora of issues with these Undefeateds. I mean, that seems to be a common. It seems to be pretty common. All right. It seems to be pretty common.
That's a fact.
Monty mentioned, how are the end clothing raffles? They got a Rake 5 black and blue raffle open for another 2 hours if anyone cares. I have, you know what? Perp, I haven't hit on an end raffle since University, and these pairs got stolen, by the way. I don't know. The FedEx man stole my, and this is in like 2023. Jordan, what are they, 13s? Jordan 13s, like University Blue.
Wow.
Taxed him. Watch this. Let me tell you how grimy this was. And now that I'm talking about this out loud, nothing ever happened. I never got a refund. Nothing happened from this. They claimed to open up an investigation, and like nothing ever came from it. The delivery driver delivered an empty box to my door, but it wasn't an empty box. It was only the 2 shoe trees inside of the box.
You are lying.
No. I'm dead serious. The shoes were removed out of the box. I received 2 shoe trees inside of the box, right? So when I called FedEx and told them, was like, the product is missing from the box. They kept referring to the picture. They emailed me the picture. Well, the delivery is there in front of your house. I'm like, yes, the box was delivered, but the contents on the inside of it was missing. And they kept saying, well, no, it shows that it was 5 pounds and it was delivered and we have a picture. And I'm like, yes, you should have a picture of a box in front of my house because the box was delivered. The contents on the inside of it was missing. And they stayed on that, perp. Well, we have verification of it being delivered.
Yo,
and
listen.
I'm like, you got verification of an empty box being delivered?
Leaving shoe trees in the box is diabolical work.
Bro, they left 2 shoe trees.
bro.
I'm not lying. I was like, yo, I
Leaving,
got on some University 13s, bro. Like,
leaving the shoe trees in a box is like Saturday morning cartoon villain type behavior. Okay,
yo,
like
nah,
what?
I got got
Like
on those, bro.
why?
It's super embarrassing. It's super embarrassing.
That is wild.
I'm trying to tell you.
Whew, hey man, look, man, I'm wow. I am perplexed right now. I am flabbergasted.
Bro, I'm trying to
Shoe
tell you. So
trees?
I'm pulling up end clothing. I haven't hit. Oh, another kid I hit on end clothing was another kid that sat was the doggone the Jordan 1 the UNC toe.
Oh yeah.
I hit on end clothing with those. Those are like my only 2 hits.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone for anything on in clothing. That I can think of, because
Oh snap! All right, okay, all right. Now this pair, I actually, you know what? This pair, it might not show good on the screen. Dang, order date 9/12/2022. Okay. The Soulfly teens. Yeah, it's not pulling up.
okay.
But the Soulfly 13s, I hit on. All right, so I hit on Soulfly 13s. I hit on the UNC. Yep, the UNC ones. That was on February 22nd of 2023, and that's it.
Mhm.
That's yeah. Well, I can't say I haven't hit at all because I have. Yo, King Midas in the build. What up? What up, King?
King Midas pulling up.
What up? BT said, "I'm glad I didn't get my order canceled. We all got pink awakes thanks to Perp."
Yo, Rob T. Yo, Rob T, man, what's going on with the Mars Yard? I'm glad you just brought that up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm hearing those results should be going out like really soon, FYI.
Nice.
So via email.
Nice.
So look forward to that. I guarantee you Rob hit on them too. Because I think last time Rob and I talked about it, he was at 97%. Rob, did you complete all the challenges? Did you take that 97 to 100?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely.
Top 10%.
Ooh,
oh yeah.
I'm in the top 10%. I'm top 5.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting his pair then. He's Gucci.
Oof.
He's definitely Gucci.
Get it. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, get it. That's dope.
Oh, they will. One thing about
Tom take out the cheaters.
Yeah, one thing about Tom Sachs and that whole platform is they're very good and selective. They kind of remind me of Amam and Year, how they kind of run their platform. So you'll be fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, but you'll still be fine.
But of course, I have my fingers crossed. Yeah, that's what's up.
You want to hear something crazy, completely unrelated story?
No, yes, I would like to hear it.
So there's this R&B artist, right? And so I'm checking into my hotel earlier, and the guy's like, he's like, "Hey man, I know you," and I'm like, "I don't know you. I don't know this guy from Adam." And so he's like, "Yeah, man, you're on TV and you're on this show." And so like he's surrounded by like 6 or 7 people, and so the guy's like, "Yeah, he's on this show. This show I've never freaking heard of ever before in my whole entire life." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, but whatever." So anyway, end up finishing up the conversation. He goes off with his whole entourage. I was like, and the receptionist, she's like, his jaw is like open. I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, like, you know who that was, right?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "It's October in London." I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wouldn't know what this guy looked like if I walked past him, whatever. But he's got some pretty cool music or whatever. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows who October in London is or whatever, but completely like disregarded him and shrugged him off.
Right. That's hilarious.
Like this little crazy guy with his entourage.
Right, right. That's hilarious. And then he thought you was somebody else from another show, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, I've been on a couple of shows.
Oh,
So
so all right. So then it's a possibility that you are that guy.
no, not the
Oh,
show that his person was saying. I've been on two,
okay.
yeah, I've been on two Dick Wolf productions, Chicago PD and Chicago Fire.
I do remember you mentioning that.
Yeah,
I do
and
remember you mentioning that.
a lot of people remember me from that because every time they show the rerun, like I'm always like getting a million texts. But this other show, I was like, this is on Tubi? Like I've never heard of this show a day before in my life. So apparently he's down here performing this weekend. So
nice.
random story.
Bro, don't even feel bad, man. I've gotten it on so many different levels. I'm talking about like I've gotten it. And this isn't now. This is pre-gray hairs, right? So this is all black hair right here, Perp. I'll be in downtown Denver with my wife. We'd be at a restaurant, and I would have people come up. I'm talking about like excited. Oh my God, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson wishes he was as tall as you are. Jeez. Like, come on.
And I'm dead serious. Like I would have people come and ask for autographs. I'm like, I'm not AP. I'm not AP. I get it all the time. I'm not AP. It was crazy.
So you look more like a basketball player than a football player, for sure.
And I would get that. But you see, but watch this. I'll be out in the mall, and people will come up to me. Oh my God, are you a Denver Bronco? I'm like, oh.
You know who you give me vibes of? Now that we're thinking about it, now that he's salt and pepper as well, Vince Carter.
Yep, Vince. Yeah. He's there. Oh yeah,
Yo, 6'3", in the building.
Sig in the build. What up?
Yo.
Sig in the build. All right,
How
my
tall
bad.
is Vince
Let
Carter?
me hit some of these comments here.
You know off the top of your head how tall Vince Carter is?
I don't. If I take a guess, I'd probably say about 6'5".
I think he's about your height. I think he's about 6'4".
Is he?
I think he's about
I would. Off of the top, I would say he's 6'4", 6'5". Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I mean, jumping out the gym too. Oh my goodness, for that height. You know what I mean? That's jumping out the gym. Do you want to know who's pretty tall? Do you want to know who's pretty tall? But I didn't think he really got like as much credit. Allen Iverson.
Really? Well, I thought he was like 6'1".
I used to party with AI when he played for the Nuggets, and him and I were pretty much damn near like neck and neck. Just to be honest with you.
Wait, AI is almost your height? Why did I always think that he was just 6'1"? I thought he was short.
I think a lot of people kind of thought that. So like because all right, do you remember when AI? So shoot, Denver had Melo, AI, Kenya Martin, Marcus Camby, and J.R. Smith.
Marcus Camby, boy. Yeah, absolutely. It's see that thought just went completely out of my head. I was about to say something. Anyway, we'll come back to it. But yeah, AI I never thought was like 6'4". I don't know why I thought he was like 6'1". Like, and I'm saying like only 6'1". Like that's like super short. Like there's so many people way shorter than that. But
no, but to your point, in basketball, like even being 6'3", you're short. You know what I mean? And in basketball, even 6'3", you're short. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is funny. I wish one of my guys was on here, man. His name is Kareem, and him and I had hoop dreams coming out of New York, so we were always in like these basketball camps. Well, back in the day, we were in this basketball camp. It was called Van Coleman's All Stars, and it was out in Virginia. And we were hooping with like people that actually made it into the league, which are friends of ours. Al Harrington, Aaron Afalo, Ron Artest. Let me tell you something about Ron Artest. Ron Artest had a grown man body at the age of 14. Freshman in high school, he had the same body he got now. The dude was a monster. Yeah, the dude was a monster. But there were like two more people that actually made it into the league that we were hooping against in basketball camps. But because of my height, which once again I'm not tall, they had me playing center because I was kind of like the tallest on the squad that I was on.
Right.
All right, so here it goes, Perp. Here I am, like 6'3". Definitely, I had hops and handles, and I can shoot. But here goes this 6'10", 260 country white boy who's throwing an elbow on my chest, damn near knocking me over, and you know, in the paint, grabbing all the rebounds, right?
Mhm.
I mean, just getting like demolished in the paint. And then every time I got the ball, I would draw him out to the 3-point line. Number one, I can shoot. So if you don't respect the shot, boom, I can shoot. So I'll draw him out I'll draw him out. And once this big old, you know what I mean, thing come out towards me, I'm sitting there, whoop, 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 and going up and banging on him. You see what I'm saying? So, but that was the only way I was able. So I wish my boy Reem was here, because I air quote got dunked on, but I didn't really get dunked on. Number one, I really didn't. But it happens, right? Somebody else's man broke his ankles, got past him. I left my man to go pick up on the defense, and he went up and yammed it. But I was already kind of late on the play, just to be honest with you. Everybody went all crazy. Oh, whatever. It is what it is.
And see, here, chat, here's the thing. I would never take a picture with Mr. Thing Impossible, right? Because I'm not going to be sitting there looking like his son. No, thank you, sir. No,
wait,
thank
Perp,
you.
wait. Hold on. Perp, you ain't that short. How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Right. And so you're taller than Jay. You're taller than Jay.
Yeah, but everybody's taller than Jay. It's not saying much. Yeah, man, like a person my height versus a person your height. Now, yeah, like you put me next to average people, I look tall. But next to somebody who's your height, no, I look like your damn son. No, thank you, sir. I'll be standing on a damn one of those little pine soap boxes or whatever.
Bro, and here goes. My son is taller than I am. My son is like 6'6", 6'7", bro. 20 years old.
That's that new generation, man.
You
I
ain't never
remember
lied.
I was taking a picture with God, I can't think of his name. Whatever the star of Chicago PD is.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the gravel voice. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, he was like, "Hey, bend down." I was like, "What?" I thought, and I laughed it off. But he didn't crack a damn smile or anything. He was dead serious. He's like, "No, seriously, bend down," because I don't like people look taller than me. I was like, "Okay, is that Hollywood stuff?"
I guess everybody look taller on camera, man. I remember when I was working out at the airport, there were a few people who came through, and I was really surprised at like their height. Michael Clark Duncan, you know, rest in peace to Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
I was surprisingly, I was actually pretty close in height with him. He wasn't as tall as I thought he would be.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few people like Samuel Jackson. I mean, to me, like, I don't know, people are kind of like tiny. I saw Lil Wayne, and oh god, I was like, dude, his name, the name reveals the nature for sure. This guy's tiny.
I'm telling you, man, my favorites to take pictures with was Spike Lee and Wesley Snipes. I loved it because like they were just like I was like I loved every moment, and they were so cool. So, but like Sam Jackson's pretty tall though. He's like what 6'2", 6'3"?
He was there, but I was taller than him. Yeah. So Kevin Durant. So somebody else who I used to hoop with when he played ball out here was Chris Anderson, Birdman, right? Mm-hmm. And to Sam's point, Kevin Durant, you know, being a 7-footer, like Birdman had that same. Birdman was one of those. Number one, he's cool, right? So I'm not even trying to play him because I used to hoop with him too. But Birdman was like, you ever come across like a tall, like lanky person that kind of can't control their limbs? Like even when they walk, they're absolutely. Like. And I used to be like, bro, have some like form, man. Like, you know, it's like he's like he can't control his legs, like he's walking on stilts. You know?
That's like, Wimby for you, man. Wimby's the same way.
Yeah. He's like, man, you're so tall, you look like you're walking on stilts, man. Like, control your legs.
It was crazy, bro. I was on my flight. There was a guy. This guy had to be almost 7 feet tall. He literally almost had to be 7 feet tall. And so the problem was the seatbelt wouldn't go. He was in the first row, the very first. And there's something about that seatbelt in the first row where it has like you have a tray that comes out of the armrest and goes across your lap. It wouldn't fit with him. So he actually had to trade with someone in the aisle seat, in the aisle row, to go to the front because like the tray, it was a hazard because it would pop up and go across the middle of the aisle. It was crazy to see somebody that tall on a plane. Like he was like literally hunched over just to walk on the plane, like down the aisle. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. And it's like I'm not even like honestly, to me, I'm not even that tall, but whenever I fly, I do go into an exit row just to have like that extra space. But it depends on where I'm going. If I'm going to Vegas or taking like a short trip, if I'm taking like a short trip, I'll just sit by a window. But when I'm going back home to New York, nah, man, 3 hours and 3.5 hours, nah. I'll pay extra.
Listen, if you're 6 foot or taller and you're on a flight that's like 4.5 hours, like you say you're going to West Coast or something like that from the East Coast or from the Midwest, no, it does not work well with our knees. Like you absolutely need an aisle or you need an exit row seat because I mean your knees are gonna be throbbing, by the time you touch down. It's gonna be crazy.
You ain't never lie. And me personally, I like to sit by the window because I don't like getting up 1,000 times if somebody got a weak bladder sitting next to me. So I like to be by window and they can go ahead and get up and go to the bathroom. I typically don't use the bathroom on the airplane. All right. I don't even know. I would like to slap the person who designed aircraft bathrooms, especially in the rear of the plane. Bro, I get inside of this thing and I'm sitting here like, oh my God, like I don't even know how people even make it to the Mile High Club in the bathroom. Like straight up. I don't even know how that's even possible.
No, seriously. Like because like listen. So like I'm 6 foot, like 230 something or whatever. No, I've lost weight. I'm like maybe 220 something. And I have to turn sideways to walk in. So how the heck are you going to get 2 grown adults in there, unless there's one grown adult and one circus midget, to join the Mile High Club if you're in one of those laboratories? That's insane to me. Like you got to be like a freaking contortionist or something like that to join that club nowadays. Unless they just made those laboratories that much bigger back in the day. Nowadays, right? That ain't the case.
Right. Oh,
like
he's
crazy.
Giannis with the Bucks be tall. Yeah, man. Look, I'm telling you right now, a lot of these ball players are freaking tall. Yeah, 6'4" in the game. You're a shorty being 6'4".
You really are.
You're a shorty.
Yep. Because Curry is what, 6'1"?
I want to.
Yeah, he's pretty short.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, compared to the latter, of course.
So you see, look, Pete, this. Google says AI was the first shortest ever to pick at 6 foot, and that's the reason why I said what I said, because I was like, yo, AI was like neck to neck with me. It's crazy to think. It was just crazy to think.
Yeah.
Cool too, man. Let me tell you something about AI. Like he was such a down to earth. He was such a down to earth person. Real cool. Like he hasn't changed, but he was just so down to earth. Very tangible. I mean, you could just kick it with him. He was very down to earth. Cool.
I didn't know he used to date the Brat back in the day. That was wild.
I didn't know that either, actually.
Oh, they were like a full blown couple.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's crazy. Google that whole story. It's just crazy. We won't even get into it tonight, but yeah.
BT said, "I would love to stand next to Manute Bol."
Man, Manute Bol, man.
That's one of them where he'll just palm the top of your head, and you know what I mean. You'll be like,
right. Go pat you on your head until you go sit down.
Right, and it's even crazy to see Wemby stand next to Shaq, though. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You be like, oh snap, Shaq over there going like this. Like, oh.
Man, listen, I've met Shaq a couple of times. Man, he is so cool. He is so down.
I love his personality.
He's such a chill person. Like what you see in the public is exactly how it is in like one-on-one with him.
That's dope.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, nah. He's like, you want to take a picture? Hell no.
You should have told him. You should have told him to straight face. bend down.
He'd be on both knees and still be taller than me.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna get down any lower than that, so you're just gonna have to do it all on your own.
Hey, listen, and when he said that, I told him hell no with a straight face. Hey, he knew I said that shit with my chest. Hell no. What's wrong with you?
Snap. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Muggsy Bowles, 5. Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues is another one. Yep. He was the shortest, I think, right?
I want to say so because how tall is Nate Robinson? I know he wasn't as short as 5'3".
Nah, Nate Robinson was like 5'6", wasn't he?
He was definitely taller than 5'3" for sure. But yeah, 5'6". Who was another? Wasn't there another short one we had out there?
I feel like it was Muggsy and it was another guy.
Yeah.
Why is it escaping me right now? You know, I keep wanting to say
Earl Boykins. That's who it was. He was a nugget. He was a nugget.
Yes.
Earl Boykins. That was another short one.
That was right. I don't know why.
Spud Webb. Yes, Spud Webb. Damn, we forgetting all of them.
Spud Webb. No, that was the one I was thinking about. Spud Webb.
Spud Webb was another one. Maybe we forget
I don't know
all
how
of
we
them.
forgot about Spud Webb.
Yeah, good old Spud. Still getting up there dunking on him too.
Because Spud had like a whole marketing campaign around him.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. David Bell, good call out. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And BT too. BT.
Yep. Yeah. There's a couple. Yeah, man. You can definitely make it. You can definitely make it out there being shorter. There's no doubt about it.
Boykins was 5'5", not 5'6".
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Speaking of, just briefly, what's your thoughts on this fight with this Tyson
and Lloyd and not Lloyd what's his name begins with an L?
Logan
Paul.
Paul. What's your take on this?
Stop.
I mean, money grab, bro.
We all know it's a money grab, but we saw what happened with Tyson, right? And now, I mean, both the brothers, they're the king of money grab. Now,
my bad. Mayweather. Tyson is fighting Mayweather. My bad. Tyson is fighting Mayweather. That was the first. My fault. You're right.
It's a money grab. It's a money grab for Tyson.
Money grab.
But listen. Tyson said himself out of his own mouth. He's like, look, I don't give a damn about all this. I'm doing this shit for my kids. Simple as that. Like, I'm not still, because he's from Catskills, right? Catskill, New York.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, look, I was born that way. I'm gonna die that way. Like, everything what you see with me is straight shot, no chaser. I'm doing it for my kids because I want my kids to have something when I die. Because when I die,
Tyson,
go ahead.
Tyson was born in Brooklyn.
Was he? Oh, but he fought out of Catskills. Sorry. Sorry.
Actually, fun fact: Mike Tyson was born in the same hospital as Michael Jordan.
I remember you said that when we way back, bro. You know how long we've been like a crew now? Like it's crazy.
Crazy. You
said that during the whole Awake airship phase. Remember that? You brought that tidbit to the chat and they ran with it and caught on fire.
Bro, because they put coordinates on the box and I started looking into the coordinates and the coordinates tracked back to a hospital.
Whole research thing around it.
Yeah. Yep. Went down that rabbit hole and I was like, oh snap, I done learned something new.
But I mean, it only makes sense because you hold down New York for the crew. Out of all of us. Right? So,
man, which is crazy, Perp, because when I go back home now, like everything, bro, things change. Things change. So I'll be driving down there, I'm showing my kids, I'll be like, I used to hoop over here. It used to be a park. Wait. Now it's Holmes? What? Oh, good, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, man, things are changing.
Things change so much, and it's crazy because, like as I was driving down, so I'm in New Orleans tonight.
Oh, nice.
And just
you eat some good food. You got some good eats out there?
Yeah, man, it's always good eats in New Orleans, man. Like always, man. I just came back from a really dope restaurant, man, in the
Nice.
French Quarter. Probably about 30 minutes before you went live, but
Nice.
for and I haven't been open with this, especially with chat, but so I lost my brother. My brother died last week, and he was fighting a long battle with ALS, and so finally, just body just succumbed, and well, it's not succumbed. Succumbed's not a word. Thank God Lewis is not on the chat with his dictionary. He finally succumbed to ALS, and so came down for the funeral to bury him properly. And so
Right.
it's
Condolences, fam.
it's bitter.
Condolences again.
No, I definitely appreciate it. So it's been bittersweet down here, but man, the
Yeah.
food, man, it's like, man, whew, it's like it's almost like you never left. You know what I mean?
Mm,
It's almost like the food down here, the beignets and the crepes. Oh my
all of
god!
it. Right. Right.
Like, Mister Think, have you ever been to New Orleans?
No.
Oh man, you'd be in heaven. You come down
No.
here, you like, yo, I need to stay an extra week just for the food.
So Perp, do you know what's so crazy? I just weighed myself today, and I just went in on 255. So my journey is paying off. My journey is
I, I
paying off.
don't, I don't think chat has really been following your journey because you haven't really shared it that much. But Mr. Think has made some very incredible progress with his weight. You know, it's not something that he's prioritizing per se, but he's letting organically happen. And sometimes I think that's the best way for things in life to happen is organically, because you never have to worry about that onslaught of an avalanche of it all rolling back.
Nah,
So
hard facts, man. Even last night at the in the bowling alley, I bowled league on Thursday night, and a few of my friends came up to me. It was like, I mean, just all in their own. It was like, "You slimming up, man. You look good." And I was like, "Can you see it?" And it was like, "Yeah, yeah." It was like, "Man, you got definition in your chin line. Your face is getting small." I was like, "Wow."
man,
It was like,
look,
"All
I
right."
tell people all the time, I much rather lose inches than actual weight when you think about it, because when you lose inches, you start seeing your facial structure more,
Yep.
your belt loops start kind of tightening up more,
Yep.
and that's what really counts at the end of the day, right? When you think about BMI.
For
So
sure.
you're doing it the right way, and I'm proud of you. And
Yo, good
chat,
looks. Good looks.
keep giving him
Spitting game.
energy. Keep giving us all your energy. Oh, and I'm just looking at the chat right now. Hey, chat, I appreciate the condolences. Thank you so much.
Yep. 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 You got some
You know,
condolences and prayers in there.
everybody knows I don't like airing my business out, but
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
chat, you all are family, and I've
Thanks for sharing.
I'm gonna pop in tomorrow on the live a little bit. It's like toward the first half or whatever.
Yep.
But I have to start getting kind of ready. The funeral's tomorrow, so
Okay. Okay. Right.
so
Right. No
I'll be
doubt.
off
No doubt.
camera, running around taking care of some last minute things or whatever. But I still want to tap in with the chat, and I know it's gonna be a really good live tomorrow. Do we have anything dropping tomorrow off the top?
Besides the cave stones, let me see. Oh, quick question for you. Well, for us, Aqua 8s or Playoff 8s? What are you calling that, Perp?
God, those Aqua 8s though, man. But playoff 8s for me, man. But those Aqua 8s are so nice.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. I will go Playoff 8s myself as well.
Yeah.
And the Aquas are dope. The Aquas are dope, but I would actually go Playoff 8s.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a classic. I mean, they're both classics, but man, there's something about them playoffs, man. That's just...
Yep. We got a Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, that limousine skateboards. That's dropping tomorrow.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad you just brought that up. Did anybody hit on the Supreme Dunks this past week?
Yo, Sneakerhead Game, but he picked it up in person. Sneakerhead Game. Yep,
Was it
he already got a
Raffles?
video. He dropped it on his Supreme Thursdays. He dropped his video yesterday. He got the black and the blue pair. Fire.
Oh, man, hey, listen. I got that purple.
No. The purple. He got the purple pair. He got black and
the
black and
purple
purple.
was in the U.S. release though.
Oh, so no, it had to be in the blue then.
Yeah, it was the
Dang.
blue pair probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
purple.
it had to be blue. It had to be blue. Yeah.
I got the purple coming in a couple weeks, so I'm excited
Ooh,
about that. So I'm actually gonna do a full blown review on.
ooh. Perp don't miss. Okay, okay,
Yeah, but
okay.
yeah, those blues are nice though, man. I know a couple people that hit on those blues, but
Uh-huh.
like haven't had the opportunity to really ask the chat has anyone hit on them. I know there are a few people in the chat that were actually really wanting to go for
Oh, bro, I went for them, and them
them.
joints said sold out. By the time I was confirming, I'm not a human. It was like tap the
So,
item that weighs less than a bird or something, whatever it said.
hey, this is your two trees out.
I'm over here like, look, I weigh more than a bird though.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing about Supreme Site, man. Supreme Site, man, it's always gonna be bot-topolist. Okay, it's the most one of the
Right,
most heavily botted sites
right.
that you can think of. You know what I mean? So, don't feel bad. A lot of people caught L's on the Supreme Site, man, because the bots went in there and feasted. Botter Boy Nova posted, man, dude, this dude cleaned house by himself.
Right, right. Oh
So you
yeah,
can
I'm sure.
imagine how many other botters did.
Right. Rob T said, "Damn, perp, you got that perp pair. I called it. Congrats. I knew it. I was gonna ask you
Yeah,
again."
man, it's gonna take a couple weeks to get through customs and all that crap or whatever. But definitely, as soon as he comes in, man, I'm definitely gonna be shooting a review out for everybody for that one.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. What about them Yu-Gi-Ohs right there? You do you have any interest in those, perp?
I'm too old for Yu-Gi-Ohs. Like you and I, we grew up in like the Pokemon, era, and the Pokemon era came on the cusp of us being like teenagers going into like adults. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like
Yep.
this Yu-Gi-Oh phase came like way after the fact or whatever. A lot of people wanted those Yu-Gi-Ohs because there's a huge Yu-Gi-Oh following out there. Don't
It
get it
is.
twisted, right? I
It
don't want
is.
to glaze over that one bit. But for
Yeah.
me personally, I wasn't part of that Yu-Gi-Oh era, so it didn't really hold too much weight for me.
Nah, these Tokyos are US bound.
Oh
So
yeah, they're
we're gonna
coming.
be
They're
good.
coming in this week. I'm not this week. I'm sorry. This month. Was it the 22nd?
Next,
Is it? Or
I want to say, isn't it next week?
it's like the 20. I thought it was like the end of September.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
It's like the 21st and 22nd or something like that. However,
Next Saturday is the Fire Red Fives. Yeah, yeah, you're
yes,
right. You're
must
right.
cop, baby. Black tongue.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
go.
nah, no doubt about it. No doubt about
Let's
it.
go. I'm excited about that pair.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that pair. I've been so off the grid lately. Like I would have had those in hand by now. Like
Mm-hmm.
and fed them to the wall.
Right. Right.
I've been so
Now
dealing
we
with
get it. Hey, perp.
yeah.
We understand.
So
Trust me.
I may
We handle
actually just
business
cop
right
those
now.
on actual release day instead of getting those early like I normally do.
Right.
But yes, those Fire Red Fives and the Tokyo Fives definitely coming home. Both pair. Am I gonna wear the Tokyo Fives? Probably not. But they're definitely coming home. Let's be honest. It's a hard to wear sneaker. All right.
Yeah.
And if you got the Lightning Fours and all this other stuff, then I mean, what do you really need with another yellow pair?
All right, perp. So here it goes because we've talked about this. Now I'm gonna throw the awakes chat. This is for you too. So now let's put some awakes inside the mix now. So let's do Fire Red 5, both awakes. We're talking about the bubblegum racer blue,
Okay.
grape 5s,
Oh, grapes.
black metallics. So we got 5 5s.
Hold on. Before I even go there, let's talk about the black metallic fives for a minute. I was in the airport. Literally, I can't make this up. I was at the airport. I've only seen the black metallic fives 3 times in the wild, right? Today was the 4th time. 61-year-old Pakistani man was rocking the heat in the airport, right?
Okay.
Because he sat down next to me. As soon as he sat down next to me, I was like, okay, all right.
Right.
And then, shot him the okay. I was like, okay, yeah. And he knew what I meant as soon as I did it too. He was like,
Of
oh,
course.
thank you very much, my friend. That's a horrible accent, by the way.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
chat, don't come for me on that accent. That was
Right.
horrible. But man, we had a conversation. He was like, yeah, man, like he's like, I'm 61 years old, man. Like I'm first gen Pakistani,
Yep.
and I've been a sneakerhead my whole life. Like
Nice. I love it.
he was like, at first it was like Chuck Taylor's, and then it started moving into the Jordan era. Then I started rocking the Jordans. Then he was like, kind of like showing me pictures of his different collect. Dude had over like 350 pair of sneakers. It was great. His collection was sick,
Love
and
it.
he was like, my grandkids now steal my sneakers out of my collection. Out of like, he has a whole like vault built at his house, man. Just incredible. But
That's
it
dope.
just goes to show you how sneaker culture transcends so many things within humanity, right?
Oh
Here it
yeah.
is, me at my age, him, a 61-year-old Pakistani man, and we're both bonding over something like so dope and just so just innocent. You know what I mean?
No,
Like that's what the culture is about.
I
And I
agree.
think a lot of times we lose sight of that. We get caught up in OG over everything versus hype beast, and there's a delineation, and we try to split the culture. But at the end of the day, the culture is an umbrella, man. Like, and we're all a part of it. You like what you like, you wear what you wear. If you're a hype beast, own it. If you're OG over everything, own it. If you
Right,
just
right, right.
are
For sure.
just somewhere in the middle, you own it. But at the end of the day, we're all under the umbrella of the culture, right? And
Right.
that's the beautiful thing that we always tend to forget at the end of the day. And today was a great reminder for me of why we do this, right? We do it for the culture. We do it for interactions just like I had today, that bring two people from two completely different worlds together, man. And just
That's
we just
dope.
sit there shooting the, what, for
Right.
like 20 minutes and
Right.
not even thinking about it. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. A lot of people kind of lose sight of that.
Nah,
But
that yeah. I'm actually glad you mentioned that because whenever man, this is gonna sound like, this isn't even to be, this isn't to be judgmental. It's not to be judgmental at all because I'm not judging at all. But the first thing that I'll look at on a person is their feet, bro.
same here.
Like guy, girl, don't matter. Like the first thing I'll look at, no lie, feet.
I start at the bottom and work my way up.
Same,
Simple as
same. Like the first thing I do, look down. So I'm always noticing kicks. No, to your point, no matter where I'm at, I might be in a grocery store. Matter of fact, oh man, where was I at? Actually, I was walking in the mall. I went to the mall the other day to see if they had any more of these white cement sitting because we had them
mm-hmm.
sitting out there, but now it dried up. But anyway, older gentleman. I don't know how old he was. Older gentleman, and he had some diamond turfs on, and I was like, "Your turfs are clean." He was like, "Oh snap! You know what these are?" You know what I mean? So to your point, you know what I mean? I'm always shouting people out. I'm like, "Yo, I see you. I see you. I see you." Yeah, and it
Man,
makes people
but
feel good too. It makes people feel
it,
good.
it, it does, man.
Yeah.
Listen, chat. I know this is a little off range, a little off topic here, but I will definitely, I want to do this. I want to challenge everybody in the chat, right? Whether it's this weekend or next week, just go up to a stranger and just give him a compliment. Give him or her a random compliment. You know what I mean? And I promise you, it will change the trajectory of their whole week because you never know what people are going through. And it's people you walk by every single day and you don't give a single thought about, right? Because I mean, why would we? It's just human nature, right? We're caught up in our own kind of vertical here. Just give a random person a compliment. Oh, that's a really nice dress you have on. Oh man, I like those sneakers, man. Those are dope, man. Oh man, that's a dope haircut, man. Like who cut your hair? I promise you, it will change the trajectory of their whole week because you don't know what they're going. They could be going through a whole bunch of crap with their family or loved one or a spouse or whatever, right? And you say that compliment right there, and man, it something clicks in their brain, man, and it changes their brain chemistry. And it's a whole domino effect of good things that could happen, man. So that's what I challenge everybody in the chat to do, man. Either this weekend or next week, man. Just compliment a random person, man. Just say hey, or just say hey. I hope you have a good day. Simple as that.
You perp, you literally. Yeah, I mean, you just made me smile because, chat, get ready for this. I've been doing that, what he just said, for the past 7 years in a row.
Well, am I not surprised to hear that though? All right,
Every day, at least every day when I leave the house. If I happen to spend a day indoors and I don't come across a stranger, then that we can bypass that. But when I am out, I make it my business, and I'm talking about, to Perp's point, like a legit, authentic compliment. Like, I do that all the time, fam. I do it all, like, literally, I do it all the time. Legit. Nice nails. I like your nails. And oh, thank you. Yeah.
And sometimes you even see the facial expressions, like you'll see them blush, or you'll just like,
oh, bro,
you know?
bro,
Like,
for sure. Bro.
And
Yeah,
that
ayo, fam.
you
You want to hear something crazy? Like, I like the things that I don't even have, right? Like, no lie. I think tattoos are dope. I don't have a single tattoo on my body. I love tattoos.
Really?
Yo, I love tattoos, bro. And it ain't got nothing to do with being scared of needles. I'll actually share with y'all why. And this is no judgment, right? We're in a safe place right now. When I was younger, I used to do not so smart things, right? And I've noticed at a very young age that people remember tattoos. Like, just to give you an example, Perp, somebody might describe you. I'm talking about you. Oh man, he was like 6'4", white male with a thick beard, and they called you white and all that stuff, right? And he had on a green hat and a white shirt. If you take a look at what you're wearing, I mean, they're completely off, right? But watch this. But he had this tattoo of a snake that was going from his neck all the way around. People remember scars, marks, and tattoos and personalized plates. You might not know nothing about a car, but they'll remember their plates. Yeah, the license plate said BIGPMPM. Yeah, Big Pimpin'. That's what it said. So that's the reason why I never. That's why I never.
That's a very valid point. That's a very valid. Look, I'm gonna tell you what. I'll be the first to admit it. Like, look, I'm everywhere.
No,
okay,
I love them.
I'm everywhere. I'm terrified of needles.
Oh, word?
Horrified of needles. Like, you bring a needle around me, dude, goosebumps will start coming up on my arms, bro. Like,
oh, snap. Perp said he get like a vampire, like,
I'm telling you, man, I hate needles. I'm terrified of needles. But at the end of the day, though, people always like. So I'll give you an example. Like, I'll go to do a lab. Like, every year I do a physical checkup, and then they'll take labs and everything. I'm always like a little kid, like, oh, no, don't do it. They're like, you big baby, you got an armful of tattoos. I'm like, listen, it's a big difference between an armful of tattoos with a needle that only goes through 3 layers of your skin versus a hypodermic needle that's going all the way into a vein. Okay, those things are like night and day. Okay, so don't be fooled by all this art, right?
Right.
That's just for show, like a peacock.
Not, bro. I love tats. Another thing I don't have, motorcycle, bro. I love bikes. Never owned one. Never learned how to ride because I've always said it. I was like, I never thought I was responsible enough to own a motorcycle, fam.
Man,
I never thought.
That's the most therapeutic thing you could ever get into. Like for me, I've been riding bikes for about 25 years. And so, like, I started out on a Suzuki 250, which anybody in the chat that knows bikes is basically a dirt bike.
Right.
So, I started out from that. I went to a Suzuki 600, then a 750. And then the last bike I ever owned was a Busa 1300. I had it stretched out, custom swing arm, everything.
1300, okay. Woo, okay.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah,
So now, like, at this phase in my life, Like I just get a Harley like a fat boy and just cruise. You know, I
Nah,
mean,
that's fair.
I was speed demon back during those days, and the state I was in, where it had, thank God, it had motorcycle helmet, requirements. You had to have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
helmet. Unlike Illinois, where you don't have to ride with a helmet. You don't have to
Colorado
ride.
too. No helmet needed in Colorado.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it's also kind of dumb too because in Illinois we have so many potholes and things like
Mm.
that on expressways and side streets. Like you'd be stupid not to ride with a helmet. Because I've seen people drop bikes for way less.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, yeah. I've seen it. Oh, shout out to Rob T. All right. So Rob T said, so don't forget to go to the Gentlemen's Club this week and hand out some compliments, no matter how hard it is. You see,
Hey,
look,
Robbie's always
solid
thinking outside
advice.
the box.
Solid advice. Hey, a compliment is a compliment.
Hey, a win's a win. Okay.
Right. Oh, snap.
I like Mandy Pandy's comment even better though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mr. Think Impossible.
Hey, shout out to Mandy Pandy. Thank you for tapping in. He said, every bike incident call I've ever been on has been the fault of the other vehicle involved. Yeah, and it's crazy because out here in Colorado, they actually just passed a law. When I say just, it was, I don't know, could have been the beginning of the year or maybe even last year, but man, they approved like lane splitting, man, which is crazy to me. So it's actually legal to do out here.
Yeah, I mean, same here. Obviously
No helmets, lane splitting. I'm like, yo, these bikes
can't ride
wilding.
parallel, obviously.
Riding the lines. I'm like, yo,
that's
wilding.
so stupid. That's so
Wilding.
stupid.
They be wilding out here. I'm like,
because I've seen people out of spite, like they see you lane splitting and they'll kind of swerve over.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just kind of make you like tap out. And I've seen that happen a few times up here. And
man, I look, I'm pretty sure you can look it up even on YouTube, unless they took it down. But I don't know why they take it down. I just did a job today. I just got back from Colorado Springs. I did a job from here to Colorado Springs. Just got back tonight, so I got home late. It took me, my navigation told me to get home. It was 1 hour and 12 minutes for me to get from Colorado Springs back here into Centennial, which technically I live in Aurora, but I guess on a more technical, it's technically Centennial. So Denver is a little bit further. So Denver's a good highway. Denver's a good 15, 20 minutes from my house, right? It's not that far, but 15, 20 minutes. So if you add up that time, we're talking an hour, 20, hour and a half, depending on whatever. There was somebody who went viral, and apparently he got in trouble. This bike rider out here in Colorado, he made it from Colorado Springs to Denver in like 20 minutes. And he filmed it all. And he filmed it. My man was flying, boy. I'm trying to tell you, my man was out. And he filmed it. And apparently he got in trouble with State Patrol and all types of stuff because, I mean, obviously it's illegal or whatever. But to his point, that was the reason why, Perp, I never learned how to ride because I never felt I was responsible enough. If you put me on the highway and as far as the eye can see and there's no traffic or whatever and I got open road, I know what I'm going to do.
Listen,
I never felt like I was responsible enough.
It's a different, and for all my bike riders in the chat, like it's a different type of feeling. It's a different type of rush. Like I was in a good buddy of mine. I was
BT. My bad, Perp. My bad, Perp.
No, you good. What'd he say?
I actually lost my mom a couple of years ago. She was on a bike trip in South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
BT.
Hey, condolences.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I mean, oh my gosh, that's the worst to hear, man, when you think of stuff like that, man. Hopefully you and the family are okay, BT, and processing that. I think a lot of times when you lose a loved one under uncontrolled circumstances like that, that's probably the worst. It's probably the worst. But I mean, you should also use this as an opportunity to kind of bring awareness to bike safety. And when I say bike safety, not meaning for people that are riding the bikes, yes, including people that ride the bikes, but also people that are riding in cars, and people that are riding in cars that are falling way too close to the back end of these bikes as well. Like, they're not vehicles. You cannot ride the bumper of someone on a bike the way you can in a car. Okay, there's so many different possibilities and eventual outcomes that are will always end bad for the person on the bike, right? And you cause that as a rider in a four wheeled vehicle,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
it's a domino effect. It really
for
is.
sure.
And so, yeah, BT said that's how it happened. They
That's
got
how it
rear-ended.
happened. They got
But yep,
rear-ended.
because once that
Dang.
front bumper of a vehicle hits the back tire, that person's go flying. I mean, you can literally send them kind of like in a center wheel, type of rollout or spin out. And I mean, it's just horrible. And most people never survive that, depending on the velocity and how fast they're going. On top of that, most people never survive that. It's a very high mortality rate. So yeah, prayers to you and the family, BT, for sure. That's a tough one. It's really a tough one.
It is. Rob T said, "How's driving in Colorado? You guys like riding in New Jersey, New York? Um, uh, people in Colorado cannot drive. Um, and I'm starting to see that that's in like a lot of states. However, like myself, because I'm not a native here, you have a large amount of population of drivers out here that's not from Colorado neither. So maybe that helps contribute to them not knowing how to drive. I will admit though, the roads out here and the streets out here are actually fairly nice. I actually will admit that. So at least there's some nice roads out here.
Mhm.
The
Our
only time we've actually had problems with roads is during like the snow season, because the snow plows would dig into, the gravel and kind of create like potholes, by mistakes and stuff like that. So sometimes we can have potholes, during like that snow season. But outside of that, generally speaking, the roads out here are actually pretty nice.
Yeah, are there a lot of military installations out by you?
Yes, yes. Colorado Springs, as well, where I was at earlier. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not too far from this place. They call it the Space Force now, but formerly known as the Buckley Air Force Base. So yeah,
Space Force. Okay, I'm sorry.
bro.
Anyway, yeah. So I used to see that all the time. So for those in the chat that don't know, I was in the Marine Corps for 12 years. So
Yes, sir.
I got a chance to go around the country and in military installations to see huge melting pots that happen or the things that happen when you bring huge melting pots of people from all over the world together in one place. Like in Virginia, for example, like when it would like you would have like a frosting of snow, right? Just like a little coat of snow. Man, it'd be like 15 car pileups. It'd be like
Right. Shut the city down.
right, the whole city be shut down. Like
Yep.
what? Like, are you
Right.
serious
You
right
be like
now?
over that?
Right,
Right.
like people lose their damn mind. And but yeah, that's how it is though, because a lot of people are not accustomed to driving in snow. And even if with little frostings or coatings like that, people still lose their damn mind. They freak out. People
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
grew up like, in places like I did where we get like 1 billion pounds of snow, in the wintertime. Like we know how to
Right.
drive in the winter. We know how to drive in snow. Like it's nothing. Like, but a lot of people don't. They freak out and they cause accidents.
Correct. Rob T, that is actually a really good question. So let me ask you this: have you ever been out to Colorado? When I first came out here from New York, I was complete. When I tell you I was ignorant, man, I ain't know. When I when I tell you I ain't know nothing, I ain't know nothing about Colorado. So here goes a fun fact. Um, in Denver, you were here. They call it the Mile High City, and the reason why they call it the Mile High City, and they have these themes. It's called 5280 week, right? But 5280, 5,280 feet is 1 mile higher above elevation. So on the east coast of New York, you're at sea level, right? You got the water right here, and in Colorado, we're a mile higher above sea level. So to put that into perspective, no lie, we're a mile closer to the sun. So 50 degrees in New York is not 50 degrees in Colorado. Like 50, 55 degrees, you got people wearing shorts out here. It hits different. We also get a lot of days of sun. I would like for someone to Google this, but we get a lot of days of sun out here, throughout the year. We probably get perp. I would like to actually. I'm gonna have to look this up. I think they call Florida the Sunshine State. I think we might get more days of sun than Florida, bro.
I felt like that was something that was brought up on Jeopardy like many, many years ago.
Oh, was it?
I don't quote me on that, but I feel like it was. Like I'm like so confident. I'm tempted to Google it, but
right. I actually would like to look that up.
It's very possible. Listen.
So in New York, with the humidity and with the water, with that wind chill, it actually gets pretty cold. Out here, this is like mountainous. So keep in mind, we have like man-made lakes, but we ain't got no water out here. We ain't got no beaches and none of that stuff. We got reservoirs, like I said, man-made lakes, but we don't have no. That's one thing we lack out here is water, which is the reason why we have like there's a fire burning out here right now. Like we always got fires burning out here. Like it happens a lot. It happens a lot.
It sucks. When I was 17, I went to Denver and I was there for a week, and I got altitude sickness.
Yes.
That's a real thing. People don't realize that.
It is.
My stuff was all jacked up. I didn't know what was going on. Everyone was like, no, you got altitude sickness. I was like, what? I was 17 years old. And so, but I'm thankful for that, because when I eventually, years later, when I went out to jump school down at Fort Benning in Georgia, like that helped me with a lot of aspects of when we were doing some of those high altitude jumps. And so, but yeah, you go to Denver for the first time, like you may get jacked up.
BT, I spent a lot of time back in the day fighting fires in Colorado. BT, are you a firefighter?
See, we're learning so much about BT tonight.
I know, we are. Like, I
like it. I love, because I feel like Chad knows so much about us or whatever, but we rarely get the chance to kind of really hear some of the personal stories about Chad. So.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Perp, because what I would like to do is I would like to commit some time to host a live and have our chat members come up on panel. If you don't want to show your face, you don't have to. You can leave your camera off or whatever. That's not important. But I would love to even like hear voices. You know what I mean? Like I think that'd be so dope to hear people tell their stories and give some time back to y'all and let y'all share your stories. You know what I mean?
Look, I think we should not talk about it. We should just do it. Like that sounds like a really dope idea. Like, because there are a lot of people in our chat that have some really interesting lives. I mean, it's some pretty cool stuff that you all are doing right now or have done in your previous life. And I think that's definitely worth showcasing.
Yeah.
Some pretty cool stories. Like we just went right now with BT. BT's a firefighter. Like, that's crazy. Like crazy in a good way. Like, that's so awesome. And thank you for your service as far as what you do, is what you sacrifice, right? In order for your civic duty, to this country. So thank you for that, BT.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'm sure we have a lot of other civil servants, in the chat too. Thank you all
for sure.
All do, for sure.
Absolutely appreciate you. See, there goes that compliment right there.
There you go. There we go. Perfect example.
Salute, major salute. So that's a crazy movement, I think, from the concrete jungle. Man, I was actually looking forward to it too. That's the crazy part. Like, when I came out here, I was your typical New Yorker. So all of this little smiley face and all that stuff that you'll see here, nah, I won't like that. Yo, people say it all the time, but people be like, yo, man, New Yorkers are rude. And I'm like, hey, man, it's just kind of like the New York way, man. Like, you just mind your business. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like if something's going down and you don't know no one involved in what's going down, man, you keep it pushing. You know what I mean? And whatnot. So when I first came out here from New York, like, I never forget this. Let me share this with you, Perp. I probably already said it before. I was staying with very good friend of mine. His name is Shaw. I was staying with his family out here in Aurora, Colorado, right? And they just gave me an opportunity. It was like, you come out here, live with us rent free, and got paid no rent. Take your time, find a job, save your money so you can get your own place and get established. Like, I mean, it was like all love, right? All love. So I would just help out around the house. I was mowing the lawn, I take out the trash, wash the dishes, clean up around the house, whatever. Get their mail for them out the mailbox. Never failed. Every day I will go get their mail out the mailbox. The next door neighbor, I don't know, she would wait for me to go recover their mail, but she happened to come outside. Every time I'm collecting their mail, she would come outside. And she'd be like, "Good morning." And she's waving at me in perp with the ill face. I'll look at her. I'll look behind me to see if she's talking to anyone behind me. And I go back in the house.
You didn't even get a good morning? Yeah, you just crushed her whole month.
Yo, mad rude, but that's the New Yorker way. So I didn't say nothing to her.
She probably goes back inside and kicks the damn dog. Like, damn bastard.
I ain't say nothing. I'm sitting like, and walk back in the house. And then eventually I broke down. I'm talking, this is a couple of months, right? I actually broke down. I broke down and it felt so weird. I'm talking about, this is how it probably looked to her. So, of course, good morning. Big old smile on her face. And I was like, hi. And I turned around and ran in the house. Hi. I didn't even know how to greet her. I was like, hi. Turn around and went back in the house.
That one little awkward hi right there is probably playing like Dave Chappelle in the back of her head right now. Like, gotcha, bitch.
Right.
I got a hi.
Right.
Oh,
then now, like my wife even tell you, now I'm like the social butterfly out here. You know what I mean? My wife is like, oh, look at him, he's a social butterfly. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, when I first was out here, I wasn't talking to nobody. Everybody just the hospitality is definitely here in Colorado. I give you that. However, I will admit this too. People can be a little touchy. Look, if you've never been out here, I'll tell you right, people can be a little touchy out here in Colorado, which is crazy to me. I don't know, but like people will come up and touch you. You know what I mean? Oh, I like that sweater. Wow, that's nice. Oh, you have beautiful hair. Like, all right, yeah, like,
man,
people can be touchy out here, fam. It's crazy.
If you're coming,
I'm talking about come up and grab your muscles. Like, come up and hit your arm and be like, wow, you're pretty solid.
Say, see. There's a bubble, right? There's a bubble. We're going to acknowledge his bubble, and we're going to move forward amicably. If you're coming from like New York, Chicago, LA, a major city, a huge major city, it's an adjustment period when you go to some place like Denver, or even like down in New Orleans. Like even though like my family's originally from here, and I used to come visit in the summers and stuff like that. It's still an adjustment period for me when I first come back down, because the most random people will just come up to you and just start having like a casual conversation with you, like they're your like they know you, like you and I, right? And like, oh, wait, I don't know you. Like, what are you doing? Like this one guy came up early. He had a whole like 10-minute conversation about my hat. Like he was just talking to me like we were like BFFs for like 15 years. I was just like, and the first like 30 seconds, I was like, and then I had to remember like, wait a minute, okay, I forgot. I'm not in Chicago right now, right? Because we don't do that in Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't do it in New York. They don't do it in Jersey. They don't do it in LA. Like people are just like heads down and, just trying to power through where they're going.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you have to just keep in mind, like region to region, people definitely interact with you a lot differently.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I go back home. Like you said, you ain't even making eye contact with someone too long. Somebody give you a head nod, pop on back, and that's it.
Yep.
Keep it pushing.
David
Bell said, what do y'all think about the Mexican threes?
Dope quality. Why couldn't you put that quality on another three? That's all I gotta say. Amazing quality, amazing
It
craftsmanship.
is. It
It's
looks
a
really
very
good.
well put together 3. I just feel like, yeah,
Yeah. I'm feeling them too, DB. Yeah. Them joints is looking nice. They are. Them joints is looking nice. Now you're gonna hold you.
yeah. I feel like you don't have to be a luchador fan or whatever to rock these. Like you could literally put those on feet and they will go hard with the right outfit.
Yeah. They do look tough. They do look
Yeah,
tough.
absolutely. And I think it's going to be a slept on 3 though. Unfortunately, something that good of quality and good craftsmanship put together the way it is, it's definitely going to be slept on.
What type of release is happening on those? Do you know? Are they going to be everywhere or?
No, they're not going to be everywhere. I think they're going to be Sneakers App and Tier Zero boutiques. I believe. I have to go back and confirm, but
Okay.
So don't hold me to that as a red line right now at this moment in time. Yep. I'll have an answer for you for tomorrow for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, shoot, Perp. What time is it where you at?
106 where I'm at.
Okay. So it's the same. You're the same time zone. That doesn't change.
Yeah. So I'm still central. Yep.
You're still central. All right. So the time didn't change for you. I got you. Well, shoot, man. I ain't gonna hold you up, brother, because I know you got a day to day. I'm not even gonna say tomorrow. I know you got things to do. You know what I mean? How you feeling?
Yeah, thank you, sir, for allowing me to pop in your space for a little bit, man, and chop it up with you in the chat.
Hey, man, thanks.
Man, you got a lot of interaction.
Thanks for joining.
You got a lot of energy in here right now, man. That's crazy at 1 o'clock in the morning. So, because it's what, 11 your time, or is it 12?
12 midnight. Yep, midnight here.
Okay.
Yep. 206 in the East Coast. Rob T. You see, but Rob T don't be sleeping, man. I've had.
Yeah, you told me Rob T was in your 3 o'clock in the morning chat, right?
Right.
Rob.
Right.
Inquiring minds want to know what you do for a living, sir.
I had to tell him. I was like,
you never sleep.
Right.
You never sleep. Is he a vampire hunter? We don't know.
11 in Seattle.
Okay, Seattle. I'm actually heading out there in a few weeks.
Said I never sleep. Yo,
I believe in Rob T.
I actually feel that. I feel that. Watch this, Perk. Watch this. Watch this. I just took a mini nap. You see all those blinks I just did? That's it. I'm good now. That's like a 5-hour energy. But yo, my wife always be like, I don't know how you got so much energy. Bro, I don't drink coffee. I'm like, bro, I be having energy.
Wait, you don't drink coffee? I don't think I knew that.
Nope. Now, I'm not gonna say I've never had a cup of coffee. So like if a customer is like, would you like a coffee? I'm like, sure. Like, how do you make it? How do you like it? I'm like, I don't know. However, how you make it, right? I've drank coffee for the taste, not for any other reason. It's just for for the taste. But other than that, like I don't wake up and be like, yeah, I need some coffee. No.
It's the opposite for me. I don't drink coffee for the taste. I drink coffee for the effects. Because I drink my coffee. So I think Lewis said he drunk his black as well. So yeah. It's just...
So peep this. I'm not like I don't drink like the Red Bulls and Rock Stars and all that stuff, right? But I've had them. I've had them in the past. I'm telling you right now, no lie. I can get the tallest can of Red Bull, drink it, and lay down and go to sleep.
Hey, listen. I know you probably gonna say I'm crazy. That's what I do almost every night. Right before bed, I have a cup of coffee.
You see?
Coffee doesn't give me energy. Like so there are like several different gym hacks. And one of the gym hacks for people that are natural, like if you don't want to do like a pre-workout or anything like that, like some people do, and you want to cut out the sugars and stuff like that, you'll pop like a caffeine pill or 2 caffeine pills, or you'll drink a cup of coffee. Now, within 45 minutes or so, you should start to kind of slowly feel that organic energy build, that energy rush. Yep. But, it's slow. It's a slow taper up.
Right.
Unlike pre-workouts, where as soon as you take your pre-workout, like 5 to 10 minutes later, like you're jacked, like you're ready to go.
Right.
And so, caffeine pills have that effect with me. Coffee itself does not. I know it's the weirdest thing ever.
Ah,
Like
okay.
I'll pop 2 caffeine pills like 45 minutes before I hit the gym, and I'll be good. Like I can get a good solid 2.5 hour workout in, no
Mm-hmm.
problem. But if I drink a
Nice.
cup of coffee, no, nope.
Oh, snap. So you heard it here, folks. Perp said he's the natty daddy. All
Natty
natural.
daddy. You just came up with that off the top of your head?
Nah, I cracked that joke with one of my boys in Florida. He's
Oh, okay.
a little bit older than me. His name is Major, and him and I be cracking that joke back and forth.
Now that's hilarious because one of my closest friends, his middle name is Major.
Major. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Good friend of mine.
His first name is Alpha. His middle name is Major. I'm like, man, what was going on with your pops when he named
Right.
you?
That's a dope name, Alpha Major.
Alpha Major, man. That's his real
dope.
name. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, that is dope. Well, look, shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. I'm not even gonna hold y'all too long because look, I expect to see y'all in the morning. And when I say in the morning, I'm talking about like in a few hours.
We
right?
know we're gonna see Rob T because he never sleeps.
Well, I know. Hey, Rob, man, you're gonna have to burn off some energy, man. You have to do something. You gotta burn that energy off, But then again, like I said, I'm not a like. Let me end it with this. For the people that can actually get 8 to 10 hours of sleep or whatever, man, salute to you. I've never been able to do that my entire life. That is way too much sleep for me. I wouldn't even be able to do it. I can't even do it. That's a lot of sleep.
I've never really done it, man. I'm normally up every day at like 6, on the late end, like even on the weekends, like 6.
Right. And I naturally wake up at about 3 in the morning just to check like the pre-market to the stock market. So like I don't set no alarms. I'm naturally like, if I happen to fall asleep, I'm up anyway. And then I ended up like resting again. I'm weird. Man, I never really thought about that out loud. I am a weird
It's not
individual.
weird, but when you think about it, you have to do what works well for you, right? And I tell people all the time, like, if you're accustomed to waking up at like, let's just say 7:30 Monday through Friday, then you need to be accustomed to waking up at 7:30 on Saturday and Sunday as well, right? Because if not, it throws your internal clocks off.
Right.
And it's hard to recalibrate. It's hard for your body to recalibrate. It takes weeks for your body to recalibrate and get back to a semblance of normalcy. But so if you're going to wake up at a certain time every day, Monday through Friday, carry it over. Now, you don't have to get up, feet touch the deck, and then you're off for the races for the rest of the day. No, get up, get your routine going or whatever, and then you can go back, take a nap, do whatever you want to do, whatever, but keep that biological clock, consistent at the end of the day. And it's really going to pay off well for you as far as balancing out your sleep patterns, things like that. Not saying you got to operate off 2-3 hours of sleep, but you know what works best for you.
Hard facts. Thanks for sharing that nugget, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. All right. Well, in closing, let me say this. Family, everyone who's tapped in, go check out my guy Lewis at Wear Your Kicks 26. He got his Air Jordan 1 shattered backboard video he dropped recently. Check out my guy Jay Elevate. He just dropped his pink bubblegum Awake 5s.
Did he really?
You can check out yours truly. Yes. You didn't peep it yet?
It hasn't come up on my my notifications.
You know what? It actually did come up on my notifications. It showing up there. Yep.
Okay,
he
definitely gotta go
ahead
and
and dropped that. Dope review on that because I think that shoe even shocked me in hand as well. Shocked me in hand. And I dropped my Undefeated 4 video. And once again, I was kind of like giddy in that video too. I was like, man, I'm not even gonna go into all of the details in here. I'm just happy I got this shoe. so
No.
Oh, man.
I like your approach because you're like, it's been out for a minute. Everybody's done a million reviews on it. I'm gonna give my take on it. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I like that. It was a dope video. So Chad, if you definitely didn't check it out,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I was at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I was more grateful at the fact that I've acquired the shoe. You know, and yes, I got it from Goat. Yes, I paid a little bit more for it, but this year I've gotten so many juicy deals this year. It even offsets me even have like that bad attitude, like, oh, I had to go to Goat and cop a pair. I didn't even feel that. I didn't even have that feeling, to be honest with you. I'm just happy I got them. I'm
Yeah,
truly just happy I got them. It's crazy.
I'm glad you guys got them too, because I didn't hit on the pinks. I hit on the blacks. I don't know why I just blanked on the name. Racer blue. Sorry.
Racer blue, yeah.
I hit on the racer blue. You guys hit on the pinks. Shoot, we got the holy trinity right there.
We got it. We got it. Well, shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Perp, get some rest, my brother. I know you got some business to handle this morning, today, should I say. So do your thing, brother. We're praying for you. We got you covered. Condolences once again. Thanks for tapping in. It's always love on this end, brother.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Appreciate you, chat, man. Hey, chat, man. Love the energy, man. You guys bring on Mr. Things Lives here, man. This is what it's all about. We appreciate y'all, man. So shoot, get y'all rest. Get ready to fucking rock and roll with us, man. Coming up in the next few hours. Let's go.
Couple hours. Yep. Always loving his end.